Dad's going back on the Ranger. Got new bolts to put this hitch on with the bumper. I'm touching up the frame a little bit. It's coming along. I think next week I'm gonna go to the DMV for get everything sorted out. Sweet. What's up, guys? Here's part 11. As you've seen in the last clip, I said I'd put the bumper back on and the hitch. Here's how it is so far. I gotta drill a couple holes right there in the frame, but I've got 4 bolts in it right now. I got some grade 8 ones with washers and stuff. But as you also could see, I installed a new brake line right there because it's a little rusty. I had to get an adapter. I got that one from the junkyard. Had to order the adapter, but yeah, I got the hitch on that I painted from the junkyard. I got this in like part 2. I just now put it on, but it's solid. I can shake the whole truck. I gotta put that mount for the spare tire back on. But I also polished the bumper. This side came out better than that side. I hit it with some Scotch-Brite and then polished it, but I should have just polished this side. That side scrubbed too hard. That side looks all right. But I gotta get that hitch off. It was being like that hitch on the bumper. It was being a pain. But here's how the inside's going. Still pretty much the same. I'm gonna weld on this real soon. But I've got the bed back up in there. It's about to go back on. I'm gonna put these tabs up front, and then I got some bolts and washers and nuts to put on the back because you can't reach the front ones. Like this one's covered up by the gas tank, that one up there, and that one's pretty much a pain to get to as well. But all the other ones should be all right back there. But yeah, that's how she's coming along. I'm about to clean up this with the girlfriend, and then we'll put it back on. Excited to finally have the bed back on. Let's get registered real soon. I'm excited. Got the bumper all polished in the front. Now I am cutting these bolts because I was only able to get a few out, and they have these little like U-nut things in the back, and they like, here's one. So that's what a U-nut looks like, and when right there in the middle, when that breaks, it just spins in the back. And I wasn't able to hold it with pliers or anything hard enough to get it to break loose because the bolt's all rusty. So I'm just gonna cut those heads off and get bolts and nuts for it from Ace. And then I'll be able to put the bumper back on it. That'll be nice. It's a couple days before Thanksgiving, so if I post this around that time, happy Thanksgiving. Just getting some late night work on the Ranger done. Like I can barely see, but last part, last clip, cleaned off the bed a little bit. I'm gonna touch up some of the rust spots with that rust converter, but I also painted this, can't even see it, painted this leaf spring and the mounts for it. But yeah, this tire goes flat every like 3 days, but she's getting new tires too, so sick. First bolt's cut off. I just cut like an X in the top and just kind of chiseled at the edges, and it just popped right out. You can see I caught the metal a little bit. But oops, no worries. 2 more to go. Got all of them cut out. Now it's time to blow it out, paint the inside. And paint these is just the whole reason I did it, because inside this hole right here, from the front, you can see some rust, so I wanted to fix that. I'm also gonna get a new, that black plastic trim right there. I'm gonna get a new one of those, or find one from the junkyard. She's coming along.
Ranger's got the bumper back on. It's got all new hardware. I think it's got a slightly bigger gap on that side than it does on this side, but I'll adjust it. It looks pretty even. Yeah, it's pretty close. But the whole reason I took it off was to paint the black things in there, but it's looking good. There you go. You can see them now. I should have painted the mounts behind them, but this looks way better. New headlights are installed. Looks really good. Well guys, you've seen the last few clips, the Rangers came a long way in this part. Got the bed on. About to go get some tires installed. Got those welds done in there. Got the front bumper on, got new headlights. It's looking good. Ranger's looking pretty good, huh, guys? Got new headlights, got the whole front end back together, bed's back on, got some new tires, got my mud flaps back on, got a new third brake light, got the bed mat back in, new tail lights, got the hitch back on, got the new wiring. Looking good. Well, this video's been all over the place, but that'll probably end part 11. The Ranger's looking better than it ever has. Finally got the title stuff sorted out. Going back to the DMV here this week. And she'll have a tag on her. We get an agriculture plate. That'd be cool. She's driving good. This next part, part 12, is gonna be interior. Ignore the squishmallow there. That's put there for my sister. But next step is definitely a windshield. Then I'm gonna insulate these floors, put the carpet back in, gotta hit the junkyard, get me a headliner foam piece, and I'm gonna take it to a shop, get a new, what's it called, carpet put back on it or whatever. Then I put a radio in it, and some 6x8s for the front and the back. And she'll be kicking. It's driving pretty good. It's got a thing with the turn signals where the hazards don't like to work all the time. And whenever you put on the right turn signal, it stays on, like it doesn't flash, but the left one works fine. So I think it might be the stock. Other than that, it's running pretty good. On first start, it usually dies, but if I let it sit there and help it run in the second start, it always stays running in idles. I think it's either a dirty IAC and or the old 4-year-old gas in it or whatever. But I also replaced the gas cap because that broke whenever I was taking the bed off. I gotta clean that. What else? Other than that, it works pretty good. The new thermostat's working good. Whenever I'm driving it, it'll get up the temp. And then the gauge, it's stuck in the middle right now, but it works when it's running. It'll get up the temp like that, and it'll creep a little bit past where it is, and the thermostat will kick in. It'll drop down almost all the way down, and it'll eventually heat back up and stay there. So that's good, but definitely needs a new windshield. I'm gonna get the rear view put back on. I have one. Then I gotta button this all back up. It's just loose sitting here right now. Like how smoke comes out of it whenever I do it. But yeah, it's coming together, and hope you guys stay tuned for part 12. This is a big part in this truck. She's looking really good, and I'm proud of it. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.